Okay, so, there it goes again. Hope that's not distracting. I'll be glad when my hair goes out. Working on those short stories, and I came across this old one that, which I say is my sad and inappropriate attempt at a children's story. I thought, well, you know, at one time I wanted to write something in every genre. You know, I just kind of, that was a goal I had. I guess I still have it. But, so I thought, well, I need to see if I can write a children's story. And, unfortunately, this is what came out. It's kind of based on a little trip that I made as an adult, and I tried to, like, make the character a child or a young person on a bicycle, because I had been on a bicycle. And I haven't looked at this in so many years, but I looked at the first, you know, paragraph, and I started laughing, and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna have to read that to her. So, I'm gonna do that. Fill up my damn. See, it's making me laugh already, just thinking about reading it. Because it's so rude. It's so inappropriate. Okay. I'll try not to laugh all the way through this. Okay. Damn hair. Just wasted 2 minutes on this. Okay. It's called, Punkin. Sorry. It's called Punkin's Big Adventure. Oh, God. Alright. I'm gonna have Screaming Meemies in a minute. Okay. It was a beautiful day outside, and Punkin decided she would ride her bike again. The last time she had tried to ride her bike, she had to ride it on 2 flat tires for miles and miles. The bike only had 2 tires, and so it was a very flat ride. And Punkin's legs got very tired, and she wanted so much to stop and smoke a cigarette. Oh, man. I'm not gonna get through this. But cigarettes always turned on her. Burned her when she would try to steer the bike. But anyway, Punkin wanted very much to be outside, so she went to the 3 bikes at the front of our house. The blue bike had 2 flats. She couldn't ride that one. The yellow bike had a seat that that rubbed her crotch roll. I don't know if I can get through this. I'm ruining this video. Okay, compose yourself. Compose yourself. Be mad about something. The yellow bike had a seat that rubbed her crotch raw. Fuck. She couldn't ride that one. Now everything's gonna be funny. The green bike was ugly and had a little air in the tires and a wider seat. Punkin decided to ride the green bike. I've only made it through 2 paragraphs. God. Making sure she had her $21 in her pocket, she was off toward her big adventure. On the way out, she stopped at the mailbox. And there was a letter from the unemployment agency. The letter said she was not eligible for unemployment. Punkin put the letter back in the box. This can't be this funny, it's just me. There's something wrong with me. Okay. Punkin went to the first gas station for air and put the nozzle on the spout. The tire became flatter. She turned around and looked at the sign on the air pump. Out of order, the sign said. And Punkin said a curse word. So Punkin rode on her flatter tire further into town to the next gas station. An ugly lady in a station wagon tried to run Punkin off the road, but Punkin steered out of the way. Punkin finally found some air at another gas station and continued on her big adventure. She went to the Parkway tennis shop and tried to find a racquetball glove, but all they had was left-handed small. Punkin was neither left-handed nor small. So Punkin was pissed. She saw the bookworm up ahead, and since she loved to read, went over to it. Punkin looked around the bookstore for an hour and bought 7 books. When she took them outside in the paper sack, she realized she had no basket on her bike to put the sack of books in. That's when she saw the McCrory store down the block, so Punkin balanced her books on the handlebars and pedaled over. Punkin bought a small raspberry-colored plastic basket, a ceramic hand-shaped ring holder, a blue plastic coffee mug with rings all around it, a big box of Bavarian Dutch-style pretzels, a package of stay-tied shoestrings, 2 flip-over writing pens, 1 yellow and 1 blue, and 2 vanilla Twickies. And she still had $15 left. She got change from the cashier to buy a classic Coke. Taking her goodies outside, she noticed that her bike was not where she had left it. Fretting greatly, she looked down the sidewalk and realized that the bike was to where she had left it, only she had come out a different door. Who would want to steal an ugly green bike anyway, she wondered. Punkin took all her goodies out of the 2 bags and dumped them on the outside sale table with ugly shoes. Punkin knew that the shoes were outside because they hoped someone would steal them because they were so ugly. She placed the basket on the front of the bike, but it was too big. She put it on the back and it fit just right, so she tied the basket to the back of the bike with the shoelaces and placed the books, the other laces, the coffee mug, the Twickies, and the ceramic ring holder inside the basket. The ceramic ring holder, by the way, was this white porcelain woman's hand, and I used to put rings on it. Weirdness. Okay. The pretzels were too big to put in the small raspberry basket, so she poked a hole in the top of the sack and slipped it onto her right handlebar. The right one, because the brake worked only on the left side, and she wanted her left hand to be free in case another ugly lady in a station wagon tried to run her off the road. She could never be a children's author. She left the extra sack on the ugly shoe display table for the wind to have. As she began to make her way back home, stopping to get a classic Coke out of the machine, she marveled at how perfectly everything fit into the basket. The Twickies rode happily inside the coffee mug, and the flip-over pins bounced joyfully in the bottom of the basket. At the gas station, Punkin stopped again and bought 2 packs of Benson & Hedges, stuffing them down in the basket beside the ceramic hand-shaped ring holder. Then she started for home again, happy about her big adventure and how warm and beautiful the day was. Punkin steered the bike over the railroad tracks and discovered she had put too much air in the tires, for it bounced greatly. She heard clickety-click behind her and turned around to find the 2 Twickies and the 2 flip-over pins had leaped out of the plastic raspberry basket onto the road. A car came over the tracks. The people inside waved at her and smashed one of the poor Twickies. "God damn it," Punkin said. Okay, not a children's story. She leaped off her bike and went to stand in front of the items, flagging down 2 Negroes and a Lincoln. So that they wouldn't crunch the pins or re-smash the Twookies. She picked all of them up and put the pins in the bag with the books and the Twookies in the bag with the pretzels. Then she got on the ugly green bike and made her way again. Punkin enjoyed the ride back except for the sticky place on her hand and arm where the classic Coke had spilled when she went over the railroad tracks. She licked it off, but it still felt sticky. That's the end. Thank God. It can't be this funny. I just have Screaming Meemies. Oh my God. So now you've seen me with Screaming Meemies. Okay, that's it. That's 11 and a half minutes. That's plenty to recover.